Hey everyone, this is Brian here from Massey's Main Entertainment, and we're back here for our series that we just started last week. It had a debut last week where we did the top 10 songs featuring colors, and we also filmed a top 10 songs that for modes of transportation. It should be airing tomorrow night. Also, but we're here for our third installment and top 10 song series, and this one is going to be the word rain has to be in the title, or raining, or some type of variation of the word. Joining me today are my usual suspects here. Doc, welcome. Appreciate it. Rich, how you doing, my friend?
Gentlemen.
And Randy Nelson. All of us are going through a very bad period, or all of us picked the Ravens to beat the Raiders last week, and that was just a horrible situation for us all, and we're trying to get over that. But we're going to continue with this series. We think it's going to be a wildly successful one, and a lot of people like a lot of interest in this. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and to comment down below with your top 10. I would really like to see how some of those songs are panning out across the spectrum of the vinyl community and other people that are watching out there. That would be great. So the order tonight is going to be Doc. You're going to lead us off, my friend. And then I'll go after you, and Rich is going to go third, and Randy gets cleanup tonight. Guys, are you excited for this list?
Yeah. Very much.
Should be fun.
All right.
Pretty tough to do. Left a couple of good ones off, I think.
Perfect. Then Doc, get us going, my man.
That's a personal rain list. So here we go. Number 10, it's going to be Rain on the Scarecrow by John Mellencamp.
Ooh.
Number 9, you don't see this one coming. It's She Gathers Rain by Collective Soul.
Ooh.
Number 8 is I Wish It Would Rain by The Temptations.
Wow.
Bruce Springsteen does a great cover too, actually. Number 7 is Rain Dance by the Guess Who. Number 6 is Rain by The Cult.
Oh, yes. Good one. Good choice.
Number 5 is Who Will Stop the Rain by CCR. Randy, you didn't see that coming, did you, buddy? Number 4. I'm liking this song a lot more these days than I probably when it came out, but I think it's a really cool tune. So I like No Rain by Blind Melon at number 4.
Nice.
Number 3, I've got Red Rain by Peter Gabriel.
Nice.
Number 2, I think it's okay to go back to the coffer, so I'm going back to Have You Ever Seen the Rain by CCR.
Oh.
And my number 1 is, I think it's the best one, man. I got Purple Rain by Prince.
Nice. Yeah, I kind of expected the 2 CCR ones.
Yeah.
But there's some deep cuts at the bottom of your list there. Some songs that like I haven't heard in a long time.
There you go.
Yeah, I got to go
get
listen.
Get the audience thinking about some rain songs. There we go.
I've got, I think, 3, and I love the No Rain by Blind Melon. That was one of my honorable mentions that I just couldn't put on the list, but I like the song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool sounds of that song. Yep.
It is.
All right. I'll go to mine. At number 10 for me, I've got Supertramp's It's Raining Again. That's from their 1982 album. From I think it's Famous Last Words is the album, I think.
I think that's it. Yeah.
I think it got to number 11 on the Billboard chart. Number 9, I've got a Britpop song, Why Does It Always Rain on Me by the band Travis from 1999. It was a top 10 hit in the UK, but did not chart in the United States. Number 8, I've got Here Comes the Rain Again, 1984, the Eurythmics. That synth pop hit that was like really huge for them, one of their bigger hits. Got to number 4 on the Billboard chart from their album Touch. I love that song. Number 7, we got a match here, Doc. I've got Have You Ever Seen the Rain by CCR, one of my favorite songs by them. From Pendulum, even though the album is not highly thought of, this song I think is a top 10 song for me as far as they go. Number 6, I've got Fire and Rain from James Taylor. I know that might seem like a little off the beaten path for my taste, but I think it's a well-written song. I really, it touches upon a lot of his personal struggles with depression. Got really high on the Billboard chart, number 3. Number 5, Bob Dylan, A Hard Rains Are Gonna Fall. From the Free Will and Bob Dylan, a protest song with vivid imagery of to address political and social issues. I think it was didn't chart at all, but it's still a famous song by him. Number 4, Purple Rain, We Match Here, Doc. I got it here from Prince. Got the number 2 on the Billboard chart. Also, I think he got a Best Original Song Academy Award for this as well. Or at least he got nominated. I'll have to check on that. And number 3, we actually matched on Blind Melon's No Rain from 1993.
Right on.
I think it's maybe considered a one-hit wonder in a way because they did have some other hits, but they were nearly as successful as this one was. It got as high as number 20. And number 2, we matched again with Peter Gabriel's Red Rain. I think a very strong album, so is, and really one of those deeper cuts on the album that a lot of people just don't know about. And finally, number 1 for me is the Rain Song, 1973, Led Zeppelin. I just think it's from Houses of the Holy, one of my favorite songs, and especially the guitar work from Jimmy Page, I think is bar none some of his best. I really like it. So that's my 10.
Great list.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice to see Zeppelin in there, and I'm a big James Taylor guy, so I'm happy that made the cut.
Nice. All right. Randy, you ready? Oh, Rich, it's Rich's turn. Sorry, Rich. It's Rich's.
Yeah. I'm butt ahead of Randy on this one. Number 10. I'm going to go with some bubblegum pop from 1967. Hold Your Seats. The Rain, the Park, and Other Things by the Cowstills.
Wow.
The Cowstills were the model for the Partridge Family, which came on about 3 years later on network TV. I've always loved this song. The little girl sitting in rain, whatever. It's very catchy, very poppy, infectious pop, and it reminds me of being 10 years old. Number 9, another one of these 60 songs, Johnny Rivers, Summer Rain, top 20 hit. Summer Rain taps on my window. Just a lovely little moderate, middle of the road pop song. Number 8, Brian, close your ears on this one. Elvis Presley, Kentucky Rain from 1970. Elvis searching for his love in a storm out in Kentucky, in the cold Kentucky rain. Written by Eddie Rabbitt of all people, who would later have a few hits later on. Number 7, I'm going to Eric Clapton's "Let It Rain" from his solo album in 1970, self-titled debut. It's a closing track. Great guitar work on there. Let It Rain. Number 6, Canadian's own Gordon Lightfoot, Early Morning Rain.
Yep.
Really beautiful song. Early Morning Rain with Nowhere to Go. I just love that kind of laid back kind of tune. Number 5, I've got one of Doc's Who'll Stop the Rain, CCR. That hippie anthem from Cosmo's Factory. Made it to number 2 on the charts. Number 4, I've got one of Brian's Fire and Rain, James Taylor from Sweet Baby James. Brian mentioned it's when he was going through depression, and he wrote it for Suzanne, a girl he met who later passed away. Number 3, another Doc tune, I Wish It Would Rain by the Temptations. David Ruffin on lead vocal. Back in the Temptations' heyday in the 60s. Just a great, great song. One of my favorite Motown songs, easily. Number 2, Rain on the Scarecrow by John Mellencamp off the Scarecrow album. About the farmer's plight, and there's 97 crosses in the courthouse yard. They lost 97 farms. Just a topical song for 1985. And number 1, Brian had it. This is, to me, the best song ever written about rain, and that's A Hard Rain's Gonna Fall by Bob Dylan off the Freewheelin' Bob Dylan album. Folk, poetic masterpiece, all these incredible images we've woven together. 1963, Bob Dylan, A Hard Rain's Are Gonna Fall.
Love it. I mean, I love your number 1, and I love your number 4. I can't say much for your number 8. I'm going to abstain from any comment there, but can't all be winners. Can't all be winners.
Right.
All right. So Randy, you get to wrap us up, my man.
Yeah, I had a few matches there. I will say that I forget. I had the CCR songs written down, and then somehow forgot them when I actually made my list. But I'm gonna start off. Number 10 is "Pray for Rain" by Guadalcanal Diary, great '80s alternative group.
Oh my!
My number 9 is "Crying in the Rain" by the Everly Brothers. I just think that's a beautiful song by them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 8, I have a match here with "Early Morning Rain," Gordon Lightfoot. Probably one of his most covered songs. A lot of other people have done it, but I still like the original.
Yep.
Number 7, I also have "Louisiana Rain," Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, off my favorite Petty album, Diamond of Torpedoes. Number 6, I think it's going to rain today by Randy Newman. Joe Cocker does a really good version of this, but I kind of like the subdued quality of Randy Newman's version, original version. And number 5, I also have "Rain on the Scarecrow" by John Mellencamp. It's my favorite Mellencamp album, that one.
Yep.
Number 4, there was a couple Zeppelin songs I could have taken, but I picked the Rain song from Houses of the Holy.
Nice.
Number 3, I guess that maybe I should have picked that other Dylan tune, but I picked "Buckets of Rain" by Bob Dylan from Blood on the Track. It's my favorite. And number 2, I think this is my favorite Motown song, "I Wish It Would Rain" by the Temptations, 1967. And my number 1 Rain song's actually my favorite song of all time. I'm just gonna let you know. And that's "Rainy Night in Georgia," Brooke Benton. I just love how he sings this song. How he, different inflections he puts in that. Tony Joe White, I think, is the one that wrote it, but I love Brooke Benton's version.
I love that. I couldn't believe I forgot that Guadalcanal Diary song, and that one in Doc's Cult Rain that kind of upset me that I forgot those songs all the time. Oh, that really. But everything what I'm amazed about is how eclectic our lists are. It's like we do match on like few each one of us, but it's like we got really different lists on this one than we did. It seems like on the other lists.
Yeah, more
I think
separated
so.
here.
Yeah,
but great songs nonetheless. I'm real thrilled to see Tom Petty on there because that's a deep cut off of that album. And "Rainy Night in Georgia" you can't argue with. "Buckets of Rain" too, another Dylan classic.
Nice. All right. Well, that's going to do it for our Rain segment of Top 10 Song Series. Please sure to like, sub, and comment down below, everybody. We appreciate you supporting our channel as much as possible. So until next time, I think our next up is going to be Relatives. So look for that one as soon as possible as well. So everyone out there, take care. Bye-bye.
See ya.